Welcome back. This is a... What's wrong? It's Tal's backpack. It's green.
It didn't look like the inn for a minute.
Oh, it didn't? That's good now.
What?
I'm curious what it looked like. I'll have to watch
Well,
it.
no, I saw it like through this. I'm not on my
Oh.
phone.
Gotcha.
That's why I looked at it like.
Gotcha. Last...
Remember, I can't see distance.
That's true. Last we left off, the party fought a entire city. Met some Tabaxi pirate, Calico. Met an old friend, Boagrius, Ithric, who tried to convince Boagrius to be a pirate maybe with him.
Yeah, a strange offer, but you know.
The party began to assault the city.
Wow, you didn't even say about Tao's character.
Was that last session?
Mm-hmm.
She came with them. The pirates delivered her.
Oh yeah, that's
his
right.
Character.
I forgot. They had a new companion from the Feywild.
Companion.
I don't remember her name.
Beta?
Beira.
Beira.
Beta.
They attacked the final beholder. Beira killed the beholder, or did
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, she stabbed it right through the eye.
Yep.
And then had to travel quite a bit to get to where the party was going.
Through the entire city.
Yes. On the back of dragons, the party flew in towards the obsidian tower that's in the center of the city. Upon approach, they were assaulted by a meteor storm.
Fucked us up real good.
Yeah. And as the party grew closer, disintegration rays were cast. A dragon was lost. Take a moment.
Rip Moulin.
Muian. Call him his real name.
That was his real name.
Seeing his dragon die sparked a rage in Boagrius that was long extinguished and began to just go to town on these defenseless wizards.
Defenseless
They didn't have armor.
wizard.
No wizards have armor.
Talia and Marcus on the back of Madresh approached. Madresh began to tear apart and hurl people around. After the wizards were dealt with, the party traveled down to the main hall, where they saw a bunch of civilians gathered in this like courtroom or court, and Boagrius trying to scare them away, get them out. They were not moving fast enough, so he killed one of them. Talia taking first strike against what they would call their empress, killing her with her sneak attack and
One and only strike.
yeah. There's a lot of hit points.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Very cinematic, which I was very happy with. The two remaining Obsidian Shroud members clattered to dust beside her, and party then ventured out, meeting with their lycanthrope friends and allies, rounding
My
up
friends.
the survivors of the city, and devising a plan to have one of them trapped in the Shadowfell, keeping this portal shut. In doing so, their friends decided to show that they were serious by killing one of the children, which sparked a rage in Boagrius again. Randar, the lycanthrope were-tiger, let him hit him repeatedly. Did not fight back. And,
Let me hit him once, and then he threatened to kill everybody else.
yeah. Then
I mean, to be fair, you were threatening to put people away by threatening their children.
No, I wasn't threatening their children. I mean,
yeah, you were.
You literally were.
They eventually found a family who fit what they needed, which was husband, wife, and a kid. Husband agreed to go to the Shadowfell to keep this tether as long as his kid and child were safe.
His kid and child.
Kid and child. His wife and child.
he doesn't care about the wife,
Yeah.
just the kid and the child.
The one she's obviously carrying. Party went back to the keep where their Manus heart was stolen that they retrieved from Beira. And Belagrius locked himself into a room, not to be heard from for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like a pouty little baby.
And that's where we left off, I believe.
Yeah. Because Talia
Just
was
about.
like, they stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came and got me and
Yep.
told me about it. Yeah.
You guys had a conversation with Heliax as well about this. Because Marcus cast sending a few times.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of fast forward just to the next morning. What would you guys like to do?
So are we just leaving the city as is? Just let those people have that island.
I think that was the plan, right?
Yeah.
They can't really escape unless they build boats or somebody brings them boats.
I'm sure they will eventually come after us.
We'll deal with that when the time comes, I guess.
Immersion ruined.
Right?
You hear a metal cracking sound.
Aluminum cans have been invented, I see.
Mm-hmm. It's a spell that Madrasha was working on.
Wow.
It makes that sound when it's cast.
Anyway, what about the family and the guy that we're just leaving to be tethered?
His family will be treated like citizens here. They just can't leave the city.
So prisoners.
Could be a lot worse. Could throw them in a dungeon. They'll have everything they need.
Could we not find someone who's actually willing to be this tether?
If you can find them. But I'm happy with what we have.
You're happy tearing a family apart?
They were happy coming here and making us all emo.
I mean, they're just civilians. Who's to say they had a say in it?
This is where we're at. If you want to find someone that is willing, be my guest.
Are you angry with me?
That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't like your friends.
To be fair, you were the one threatening families first.
Do you think I would have ripped a kid in half?
I would like to think no, but you did kill a civilian for no reason.
Yep.
I'm not saying that they were right, but they have helped us.
I can't argue with that. But they're not allies that I would have chosen.
We didn't have time or many options.
I know. I'm gonna kill that guy. So.
The day goes by awkward and
That's Tao. Awkward. Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
I'm at Walmart.
He's not here, Joe.
Okay.
We're in the middle of streaming.
Okay, I wanted to ask you if you wanted anything, like Angry Orchard or something.
Does anyone want anything from Walmart?
I'm good.
Like a beverage, an Angry Orchard or
A
something?
Red Bull.
Joe would like a Red Bull.
I mean,
Peach.
you could pick
A
one of
peach
Angry
one.
Orchards.
A peach one.
Which one? Okay.
Angry Orchards?
I mean, if someone else will drink some, yeah.
I'll drink some.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a case of Angry Orchards.
Okay.
What a guy. Doors open.
Wait, in case?
Oh, you can hear Tao.
Or 6-pack?
Yeah, like a 6-pack.
It's like he's here with us, Longstaff.
It is like he's here with us. Alright,
Alright.
bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, Angry Orchards for everybody, even the chat. Even though he's only bringing a 6-pack, so we'll have to share.
So,
Walmart does not carry Ramune. I doubt it.
the day goes by,
Awkward.
very awkward.
Yep. I'll probably just go and hang out with.
So
Old
wait, are you
Rick
mad
and-
at me or not?
A few days go by. A month goes by.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A month?
Well, you guys,
Blink and you miss it.
yeah.
Are you still mad at me?
I assume at this point.
I never let go of grudges.
I
So
assume at this point, like,
I'm mad at you forever now.
you know,
Wow.
conversations can be had.
Yeah.
So it'd honestly probably be like 2-3 weeks at this point. Just kind of everyone's trying to figure everything out at the keep itself. You don't have diamonds, that's why you can't bring them back.
We would definitely try to do that, by the way.
Okay, where would you go to get diamonds?
We're not just gonna like.
Yeah.
We'll get diamonds eventually. As he rots away.
Where are you going to get diamonds?
What other big cities can we utilize?
Dragonborn City.
Dragonborn City, the Elven capital, is relatively large as well.
The Elven capital is on that other island, right?
But you have a teleportation circle there. Majesh has been there, so he can take you there easy enough. You guys want to visit that city?
Sure.
Cool.
I was gonna say if we go to the Elven Island, we can always fly over and see what the Fallen City is doing.
True.
Just kind of take a peek, you know?
You want to do that? You want to do a little flyover?
Yeah, make sure there's no like death ray or something being built.
Okay. You fly over. You can see people like trying to repair and like still digging people out of the rubble. There's a lot that needs to be done here before it's like
They all have guns.
even if they're
We're ready.
someone will have like a
They
rocket-
shoot us out of the
someone has
sky.
an RPG.
RPG!
Majesh gets hit because he doesn't know how to get away from an RPG.
What's that?
He starts spinning around in circles as you hear helicopter whirling sounds. It's pretty fucked up. It's gonna be a while before they can really do anything.
Good. Who did that?
To be fair,
You feel a couple people flicking you off, Boagrius, as you fly over.
fair, we were trying to drop that entire city out of the sky and kill all of them. That was the goal at one point.
Right, but now these people are just.
But now we
left-
know that there's kids there, so it's a problem.
Yeah, now we know these people are left without a leader, starving, no homes or anything in a foreign land. Before, when they were all just gonna die, there was no suffering.
Also, the sunlight. They don't.
Just-
When you fly over, you can tell they're like sticking to like the shadows. They don't have that protective barrier anymore.
Good. Fuck them.
Tell Madras to roar.
Do the roll.
The whole city just shits itself at once.
As you approach the Elven capital, Madresh would actually land and teleport you guys there because he doesn't want to fly the entire way.
No, definitely.
But this is your first time being here, ever. No, you've been there once actually before, with the giant snake tearing through the walls with Belagrius' family in tow. And you ran through the city to
This is when that was getting destroyed?
yeah,
Oh, wow. Yeah, we were here for like,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah. It's quiet.
Oh no.
Well, free diamonds.
Free diamonds.
It doesn't seem like
Why is he calling me again?
Set questions.
I just said we were streaming. This is so embarrassing. Sorry, Sogstaff.
Yeah. Sorry, viewer.
Yes?
They don't have peach. They have dragon fruit, tropical.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dragon fruit's fine. Dragon fruit's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks, Boo.
You
So-
couldn't text that.
so. It looks similar to the city of Palos.
Is there any cities left?
There was an obelisk like right next to the city.
Well, we should stock
We
up
came
then
all the
while
way
we're
here.
As you travel through the city, you do see like ruffians. I don't know,
Ruffians?
squatters, people who just kind of like
Bandits.
bandits. Yeah.
Ruffians.
They've traveled to the
Ragamuffins,
my.
if you will.
They've traveled,
Ruffians.
they've traveled to the city, realizing that it's empty now.
Yeah,
And
looters.
kind of yeah.
What assholes. They were to loot the place?
No.
Point me to the nearest jewelry shop.
Give me investigation.
Hey, do you want to help me?
Absolutely.
Let me double check.
You got those awesome Talia stats.
Huh? Yeah, I know. 25.
25. It takes you a while. You're not familiar with the city. You've been here once, and it was literally
With
just
25? Wow.
it's a big city. It's like you're in Chicago, and they're like, find me a specific store. You find a few that have been already looted, and there are some people that are in the process of looting as well.
And we come in and go, and they all leave.
They're not looting your jewelry store. You just see them looting.
We don't
You
care.
just-
We still do it anyway.
Like I said, they're not looting your jewelry
Yeah.
store.
I know.
Yes,
Fine,
this is
well.
ours now.
You find one, a smaller one. It is untouched.
Cool.
I like that you did it, but I could literally unlock
My pick
it.
locks. We're gonna get in trouble. Fuck it.
Okay.
The guards come. Hey! And then you go.
Again.
Yeah. Works every time.
You find the diamonds you need here.
Exactly the diamonds we need.
Yes.
A little extra.
No.
The
Oh.
person that was good at resurrecting people is dead.
3,000 is what you need.
Marcus can do
4,000.
it too.
Oh.
Marcus can do it, but he's failed twice.
You know, he's under a lot of stress, okay?
Nineveh could do it.
Yeah, Nineveh also jumped into a fucking lava pit thinking there was a portal.
Yeah, she did do that. Like,
Also, what are your guys' thoughts right now of Nineveh? Do you think she's dead?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. I was just curious, like, from a...
We thought that like right away
Yeah.
because the plan was she messages us
Because
when
you
she's
peeked
okay.
through, didn't you?
You tried, but you couldn't find her.
Yeah.
But the plan was she messages us afterwards to tell us that she's okay.
Yeah.
And we never got that message, so we just assumed
And
she's
Marcus
dead.
tried to message her too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
a few times.
So,
So she's dead.
Is there any potion shops in here?
give me an investigation check for that.
I'll help. That's me looking for potion shops.
27.
Yeah. You find one that's untouched. A few vials still sitting on the shelves.
What's on there?
If only I had my wand of identify.
Ooh.
Yeah, see? And you like Tau.
I do like Tau.
What do we find?
You find 2 greater healing potions and a looks almost like like an ooze, like a black ooze in a vial.
Black ooze. Got it.
Liquid black licorice.
Anything else we want to look for while we're here?
With your passive,
While we're looting?
Yeah.
with your passive perception, you like kind of like looking at this vial. You can move it and it moves,
Mm-hmm.
but you like stop and it sits still, and you swear you see it like shift itself.
Mm.
Does Joe know what that is?
Nope.
Just the way you responded.
That's just always unpleasant when
It
shit
is.
moves on its own.
I asked Madresh if he knows what it is.
Oh, sorry. Madresh can cast spells.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to bring it with us if it's something weird, you know?
It does not come up as magical when he casts identify on it, which makes him believe it's a sentient being or creature.
What? There's a thing in there?
Do we take it, or... I'm gonna... Ding, ding,
It
ding.
like moves a little bit.
Ooh.
Hello? Can you talk?
Doesn't say anything.
Maybe we'll
Oh,
take
you don't
it.
have the swing?
We can get it. It's Osiris has it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be a beast, but actually it's monstrosities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty monstrous to me. With a shot.
Try.
Maybe it's our new best friend. Maybe it's a dragon.
Maybe it's imprisoned for something really bad.
It could be.
Wait, maybe it could be the tether.
It has to be willing though.
It's not denying. Do you want to come with us?
But it could
Oh,
like
did
just wander off at any moment.
It's in a bottle.
Could just be like a. Oh, that's true. what if this thing like has kids or something? You just want to separate it from its kids? We're not.
Do you have children?
No response.
Ah.
Can't understand it.
As you're looking at this vial, asking these questions.
Silence is not consent.
There is about that much of the vial that's not filled. Like there's, and you can see this little like tendrils like reaching up for the cork.
Ooh, I don't like that.
It's scary.
I don't like that. It's been sitting here for a while though, so it probably can't escape on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring it. See what.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Maybe we throw it at the. No, never mind.
Throw it at the wall.
Throw it at the Elvins in the other city.
As you're flying by, just
Is this bad?
What if it opens up and it's a beholder?
It's like a goo holder.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool.
so. Anything else you guys want to find here?
What else can we loot?
Majesh
there
is
banks?
looking- Majesh is looking for a library. not in Primordia. There's not. Not in Primordia.
No bad. Oh yeah. What do you say? We're
He's
just looking for a
books.
library.
Yeah, he's just gonna. He knows where there's a library at.
Oh.
I'm already in wizard mode. I'm like, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want to do that at all.
It's a large benefit to us, though.
He knows where the library's at, so
Oh.
he's been here before.
Pshaw, then.
What do we need? Armories. Just restock. You know,
Check.
Yeah, you easily find them.
just find some like regular stuff to hand out to the scaled
Pretty
legion.
much
I mean,
Whatever,
Scaled guard.
whatever you,
Did you
for the
say
most part,
Scaled
whatever you
Legion?
think of, you can find. You're not gonna find a bunch of plate armor,
Mhm.
but you can find like a few sets,
What-
swords, axes,
whatever we can fit into the bag of holding.
Yeah, you guys can fit up to normal bag of holding is what 1,000,
500.
500.
I think.
You fit up to 1,000 pounds of stuff in there.
Just fill it up with stuff, and if we gotta make room for other stuff, we'll
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys don't really have anything in there right now.
just
No.
refill the armory.
Just our love.
A couple potions,
Yeah.
which you can
Yeah.
take out and hold on to.
Right.
You're not gonna take up that much weight, anyways.
True.
But you can stock up on armor. It's gonna pretty much fill up your bag.
Yeah.
Because the armor itself is gonna be heavy if you're bringing armor with you.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Whatever happened to our fan club?
They're everywhere and
Mm.
nowhere.
Oh, they're right behind us.
You see one looking at you.
Gotcha.
They're stealing. Write this down.
Right. There's articles.
Conclave fallen from grace. Resort to thieving. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Crash lands fallen city onto comrades.
Yeah. Yikes.
How do they know this?
There's like I feel like there's like really weird
It has to
fan
be.
fiction for Talia and Boagrius.
There's one through line with all those events. Madresh has been there. He's the leak. He's feeding him all the information.
He's the leader of the fan club.
Oh god. That would be us. Twist and a half.
There would be.
Madresh is like scrying on us at night. It's like, what the?
More of a twist if I would have said that he was with the dragons and turned on you guys.
I thought about that
God,
a couple
would've been
times.
awful.
When they came over, I was
Mhm.
ready for him to be like, my plan. He was in the long.
Yeah, the longest of cons.
Yeah.
So
Well, apparently he is now too, because he's out here selling our secrets.
True.
It's little fanboys who are like, well, what are Boy Reese and Talia like?
Well, shit, if they're buying,
Well, it's like he's-
I'll be a mole.
you guys are like getting discount price on magic items, so he's
Right.
like, I need to make my money back somewhere.
True.
He's out here
Tali,
selling
that's
our
like a
pillows
piece-
and
you-
shit.
A piece of hair is missing from your. He was like,
Oh man. I think that's everything
okay.
that I'm looking for.
No, he didn't have to do that. He'd just be like, oh, I need it for a potion. And I'd be like, sure thing, pal.
True. Oh, hi.
So you guys travel back to the keep. Stock up the
Yeah, I guess
scaled
so.
guard.
Wait, can we get Lenora Dora here?
Not in this city.
Hmm.
This is not the city that has it. It's Palos that does.
Yeah, that's where we
I
got
wasn't
that
sure if
stuff.
there was an elven city.
So
There was. I
There
think
is
it
a
was.
city called Lenora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you can buy it. It's really expensive. You guys ran into that.
Are you for real, bro? This is it for a while, okay?
Well, if I say it on the stream, then it's there, right?
You can also go
A
to
whole
the.
case of Lenora Dora.
You can.
I find
magical
I
bottles.
find a winery, and there it's just full of them.
I know where you guys could go to get like cases of it. So
Palos?
yeah,
We were just there. I
Or
looked for
the,
it briefly and got some.
you guys did go to the port city. In Ambassador.
I don't
know
know
if
if I did. I
Which
think
port city?
Helix was there. for
Alex
that.
was there. The Elven. Port
That's
city.
where
Mm,
everything
yeah.
went down.
That was
No,
Halifax.
it was me, I think. Because either there or on the way out of there is when Alar got the. No, because Eric's was there. I don't know. Whatever.
Wait,
Did we on the way to that island? Did we off
Yes.
Alar, then find Eric's, and then he started messing with?
you know what? I
Andraxis?
think that is what happened.
Yeah, because you were there. That's where you guys met in Braxis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was.
That's when he was
Boy
messing
Grace.
with him. Yeah, it was indeed. Anyways,
So, a little flashback for the
yeah.
stream.
First song staff.
He's not.
He's not even here. Work thing, BRB.
So, you can find nice wine here if you want. And stock up on that.
Sure. Might as well.
So, travel back to the keep. Outfit the scaled guard. Allow Marcus to try to cast
Yes.
Revivify.
Probably gonna have to go to the other place anyways.
Wow, I don't like your
Hot.
tone right now.
I think this should be good.
Keep it up. Next, I'm gonna make him roll with disadvantage for stress.
Because I'm just like over his shoulder.
Yes.
You better do it right this time.
The spell goes off without a hitch. And
There's like maggots just start
Yeah.
popping out of him.
Oh God!
Madresh did like essentially
He like embalmed him or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
he, like-
gentle repose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not exactly that, but
Something.
a combination, yeah.
Yeah.
This
like pour out of his mouth.
yeah, but his face, which was completely smashed in, you can see that the bones slowly begin to like reform, and then the skin slowly begins to like heal over it. It takes a while for him to actually like
Yeah.
become full again. Where normally the spell is pretty instantaneously, your wounds heal up and you're fine.
The more fucked up you are, the
This man's face was gone.
yeah.
And it's still, when it's completely finished, he's still unconscious, that one hit point, but he's, like, you can tell his face is fucked up. Like, you can see, like, some scarring, and
Yeah.
But he's alive.
but he's alive.
Third time's a charm, eh?
Told you he could do it.
Just took some practice.
So, in these upcoming days, is there anything you guys need to do?
Nothing I can think of.
A few months go by. They keep kind of getting everything back in order. Some things you notice: the people of the Goliath Islands have not returned. The people of the Elven capital have not returned. People of Wolfwater have not returned. Any city that had an obelisk nearby where the people disappeared have not come back.
Come back from where?
They disappeared.
Yeah, they're just dead, right?
You don't know. You no one actually
Oh,
saw
okay.
them die.
Guess we just assumed they did.
Yeah.
We just saw the dust everywhere.
Free territory. That's where we start our expansion.
Marcus.
Marcus's parents are gone.
I won't say it in front of Marcus.
Talia's like, shut the fuck up. Yes, but shut the
Oh yeah. Oh no, Marcus's parents are gone.
Marcus has been going.
This was your plan all along.
Marcus does go back and forth between Wolfwater and here pretty much every other day. Tao?
Too bad we're about to die right now.
Not even. He's gonna walk in. Oh no, these guys are dweebs. Walk right back out.
Tao?
Tao.
I didn't want to talk because you guys are streaming.
Yeah, it's definitely Tao.
Yeah.
There's some liquid sloshing around. Hey.
Why didn't you respond?
Huh?
You said your name like 3 times.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You didn't hear us.
Fucking serious.
Sponsor us.
They're not that cold.
You want to put it in the fridge?
Yeah. Thank you. Woohoo!
Guess where the gyps took me?
The GPS?
Yep.
Where did it take you?
Took me to the bird place.
What bird place?
Up north, where we get pellets for Castiel from.
Batavia?
Can we say that on stream?
Just because we've been there doesn't mean we exist there. I didn't say
Oh.
our town.
Okay.
Anywho.
Why'd you go up to Batavia?
I just told you, gyps took
Okay.
me there.
You should stop saying that.
And then I bought some pellets, but they didn't have the small ones for him. And they had the bigger ones. But I think he can still eat the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Alright.
In this year of kind of regrouping and just figuring things out, not much is really accomplished, but conversations are had towards the end of it.
Sorry.
Marcus, to you, Talia, expresses interest in.
So is that for the first year?
It's like towards the end of it. Expresses interest to go back to Wolfwater to build it up as a town and try to revitalize it. Not as the small farming village that he grew up in, but actually make it something.
Yeah, I agree with him.
And he asked if you would like to go with him and potentially live there, going back and forth between the keep and here, obviously,
Yeah.
because you have your ring that you'd essentially leave your opal at Wolfwater, and he would word of recall back.
Yeah.
Madresh, I believe, can also draw a circle there, so that it can be teleported as well, but he doesn't have teleportation. This is a conversation that you two have privately.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know about it.
Yeah.
I can't have opinions on it.
He brings up just the feeling of wanting to make his where he grew up better. Belagrius conversation with Nala. She talks about how she's. This is like not on the eve of Ulrich's birthday because it's not gonna be a full year, but it's coming up. And she mentions it's been nice having you here, and while you're out and about, perhaps in Nova Shahar or to other cities, you're usually back within a few days. And she just lets you know that that's something that she really enjoys, having you here with Ulrich and seeing you with him. And Gink also appreciates it. And you can tell like her attitude's changed a little bit from like always being like in your face because you're never home to like, all right, he'll be back. It's no big deal. Osiris still goes out, is adventuring to some extent. Nothing too huge, but him and Modi tend to go out and travel to nearby towns and help out with, be it bandits or.
We gotta have him do the swing on the thing.
Swing on the thing.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
He does a lot of travel. He's not really at the keep too often.
I want to have a conversation with him
Yeah.
one of the times he's back. I'm going to take him out to the den. Modi's den.
Mm-hmm.
So have you bonded with any of the cubs?
I mean, some. And as you're like approaching this den area, you do notice like off in the distance there is a small little hut that has been built. Nothing like amazing, but it's like a small little home.
For Osiris?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Who's moving in?
Yeah.
No, it's something that he'd been working on. It's
You've been paying taxes on that? Just kidding.
no, I just Modi doesn't like his kids going out.
How old are the kids now?
They're adults at this point.
Well,
Most
Modi
of
learned from the best,
most of
obviously.
his kids have kind of like ventured off themselves and not stayed in the same area.
well, you should try to bond. Modi's... He's my best friend, alright?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I don't mind you doing some exercise with him, going out on adventures, but like...
Literally, just get your own damn owlbear.
Yeah, it might be good for you to raise one.
I bonded with one of them, but I mean, it's just I trust Modi. I feel more comfortable with him in combat.
He raised you.
Yeah, he understands me.
I'm just suggesting it. No big deal.
Okay, if you're just suggesting it.
Yeah, okay. Go visit Modi and
Yeah.
or Gerald and his mate.
Gerald.
I forgot that was his name. What's her name?
I don't know if I ever got it.
Luann.
Gerald and Luann!
First thing that popped in my head.
See if I have something written down.
Really hope it's Luann because I just thought of that on the spot.
Oh, I have nothing written down.
Luann.
Gerald's mate.
He does have one of his kids still there with him. This is the one who doesn't leave the home.
Oh no, is he 30 and lives in the basement?
No, he has his own den. It's just he's stuck close by. He looks the most like Modi.
There was one that was pretty much identical to him.
But you spend time with him and reminisce, and Osiris gives you the ring if you want to tune to it and speak to him.
Yep.
Madresh at some point in time would come up to the two of you and have like a little scroll that he has written up something. He kind of like sets it on the table and he says, I've been doing some thinking. He unrolls it and it's a map of Nova Shahar. And it looks like he has designed different ways of like protecting the city, just different enchantments and just things that make the city better. You can see there's a lot of notes in that like slum area. He says, if it's all right with you and the rest of the council, I would very much so like to take up the role of king.
I'm not on the council.
You're not on the council?
I wasn't here when it was being formed.
I just assumed you would get like grandfathered in
Oh.
or something like that. You know,
Sure.
conclave and all.
That's fine.
I kind of figured you were too. Just because of the conclave aspect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because you know now we're a pretty big town, so we got.
We'd have to get
That's
approval, obviously, but
You're pretty much serving as that anyways, right?
this would just be more official.
Yeah.
You okay with the dragon ruling you, Beligarius?
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
You hear that? Racism.
I wasn't like, ew, gross.
No, you went. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I have dragon friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't be racist against dragons. I've just killed almost every dragon that I've come across.
Yep.
Doggo. It's fine with me.
Okay. Then Midrash will take up the title. Hang on, I gotta pull it up.
Ooh, does he have like a Daenerys Targaryen?
No, he just has a
Okay.
very short.
The dog has to make as much noise as he can.
In this, he takes up the title. Ooh, I'll take his title in a minute. Unless he's 4 years then. So,
I don't like that.
in these,
Grand Emperor!
Right. I was just like, ooh, Midrash the Dragon King.
It's-
That sounds cool.
towards the end of this year,
His Royal Highness.
it's the title he gives himself with the approval of the conclave, but in his associates that he now talks to on a regular basis. Dragon King of Primordium. Yes. Sorry. His full title is Midrash the Wise and Unrelenting.
Oh, okay.
It's cocky, but
I mean,
But
he
the
is
people
wise.
call him the Dragon King. He has let it be known his true form. So.
Well, what are they gonna do now? Fire
Yeah,
him?
exactly. It's not taken nicely by everybody, but what are they gonna do? He's a dragon.
Yeah.
So,
And he's also best friends with the Conclave.
he's
So.
also pretty much been ruling for a year already. So
Right.
like,
yeah. You get a few like racist people who are like, I always knew that guy was a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But dragons are no longer a mythical creature. We've seen them plenty.
what did you say the title was?
They call him the Dragon King, but his title is Midrash the Wise and Unrelenting.
Okay.
So, in these 4 years, should not really do that. Ulrich's first birthday. What's that look like?
Probably similar to all the other get-togethers we had.
Same
Invite
people.
all the
Some of
friends.
the people from the quarry do not attend.
Rude,
Wow.
right?
Why would they not show up? I
Right?
don't understand.
Thought we were cool.
Currently
We
buried.
never-
Not like I dropped a city on you. Or
We
anything.
never went back to get them.
I'm sure we did.
It's not much to really.
We just need part of them, right?
It's hard to
Oh
tell
yeah,
what
we're
part
gonna make
is
a
what.
pile of. Yeah, that's a lot of diamonds too.
Wow. So you can put a price on friendship, I see.
Hey, we can find the diamonds all for it. We just have no idea who this belongs to.
Yeah.
You start resurrecting people.
Yeah.
Nope.
Um,
And you're a nobody. Great.
Just kill them.
probably similar to the the baby shower
Okay.
thing we had. Just
Same people.
yeah.
The vampire shows up.
I hope not.
Who does?
Great. Let's
Or
kill
does
him.
not. Okay.
Put a little crown on his head.
All right. On Ulrich's head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, on the vampire's head?
That's what I.
Come here, little guy.
Okay. Festivities and
Yep.
just
Merriment, feast, drinking.
owlbears are there and all grown up.
All of them are there?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I don't have any problem with it. Just gotta warn everybody. There will be owlbears.
I would say actually probably most of the owlbears have stuck close by. It almost would have been something where Osiris and Modi have set up his children as like in surrounding villages as like
Protectors?
protectors.
That's dope.
Mostly meant for like deterring the occasional bandits,
Yeah.
but also like protecting livestock and things like that. Wolves tend to stay away from dire owlbears.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, they're all huge too.
yeah. They're a little bit smaller than Modi.
Because they're only half.
Yeah. The mother isn't a dire, but
Luann.
yeah.
Isn't it iron?
Luann. What are the kids' names?
Amy the Colors. You had 4 kids, I believe.
He had
3.
So, we got the one identical to Modi.
Reginald.
Reginald. That's one I feel like you
You're
use that
just
for
naming
everything.
them on the spot.
Yep.
Identical one. We got one that is gray with black tip feathers.
Gunther.
It's funny because before you started naming them, there's a spoof for Adventure Time where Ice King is calling the penguins, and he in the show switches between Gunther and Gunther. So he's like Gunther, Gunther, and he just starts like saying it all stupid ways.
And we have a brown with black tip feather.
Lucy.
Lucy.
Let's see.
Okay, that's all of them. Lucy, Gunther, and Reginald. What a merry band.
No one helped Modi name his children.
He didn't ask.
He had a name.
Just Gerald and Luann.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Is Gerald canon? Did she
Gerald.
call him Gerald?
I don't think it was canon, but I think we just adopted it as canon.
Yeah, it's now canon. Because you just asked me what his name was, and owlbears don't really have names. I just
Yeah.
was like Gerald. At this party, Marcus kind of looks at you and like gestures that we should probably talk to Boagrius to tell him what we plan to do. Marcus approaches and informs you of his plans to build up.
Wow, I had a party.
I'm like halfway through my
Yeah.
Dora bottle.
Oh.
This is I'm gonna live in Wolfwater for some time.
How long?
A while. I want to build it up. Do what you did here in Oakenfield.
Oh, alright. How long is that going to take, you think?
A while, probably. A couple years.
We got one of them teleport circles, right? We can
Yeah, I mean I can
pop
always come
by
back.
whenever. Yeah, I can go see how you're doing over there.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea, really.
I'm going with the.
What? Oh. I mean, sure, I guess.
I mean, you're mad at me anyway, right? You
It's
old
been a
grudges.
year, okay?
Talia's got
I'm
trauma
not-
issues.
I'm not smart enough to hold grudges for a year. But you have duties here in Oakenfield. How you gonna do both?
We can come back and forth.
I guess that's true.
got my ring. Marcus can also come back to the temple whenever. So
What about your brothers?
because they listen to me anyway.
They've spent a lot of time with the Scaled Guard. Training up
They-
with Twisted Lemon.
They might
Okay.
miss you though.
Where are they at this party?
You don't even see them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they don't know you're gonna leave.
Actually, with your passive, you would definitely see them. They are at the party. They're not in the same room.
Just like
they
brother
are,
radar.
They are.
They're in that room.
You remember seeing them drinking with Twisted Limb.
They're like 12.
They are like 12.
Yeah.
Wow.
They drink water. It's deadly.
That's all there is, water or alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't drinking very much before they were on the ground, and Twisted Limb is like trying to like rally them up for a second round, and
I'm gonna make them drink more. I'm gonna get them sick as shit.
Drink the whole bottle.
Yep.
you
I'm
gather
gonna
that's
hit
what,
them
you,
with bet you won't.
you gather that's what Twisted Limb is trying to do. That he wasn't inviting them to drink with him, but they were drinking, and he was now like, "Let's get you shit-faced drunk."
I want them sick as fuck the next morning.
Sounds good. Twisted Limb takes up the challenge. He hands them both a bottle of Lenore Dora.
That's too expensive.
Alright.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Are you crying?
Uh-oh.
Your passive perception and insight. Malagrius definitely has a tear dripping down his cheek.
Why are you crying?
I think something flew in my eye. I think Ulrich's calling. He's starting to talk now, you know. He's a real smart kid.
Is Ulrich talking?
You can't hear him. You see him with Nala, and he doesn't.
But would I know that Ulrich is starting to
Oh, yeah,
talk?
Ulrich-
Like we live together.
Yeah, no, he's a few like
Like mama, dada kind of stuff.
Yeah, but nothing to the extent of like, you know, hey Dad, I need you over here.
Right.
He's crying. He needs his papa.
He's literally laughing with Nala right now.
No, he does a weird cry. It sounds like laughing. I'm just gonna start walking over there. Big old swig.
Oh, we're not leaving forever.
Ugh.
You could come help.
I've already walked off.
Martin says, I
I'm
think
going
it was
towards-
best to tell him while he was drunk.
I think
Probably
we
won't
should.
remember it.
I think we should have told him when he was sober.
We'll tell him again tomorrow. It won't be as awkward then.
I'm gonna pick up Ulrich and throw
He's
him up.
pretty big.
Are you still crying?
No. Something in my eye. He threw up in my eye.
So, in these next 4 years, what do these next 4 years look like for the Conclave and members? I'll start off with Madresh. He has had glyphs inscribed into the walls of Nova Shahar through these 4 years that essentially cast a I guess like a shield spell, but they are all connected, so that he's able to almost make like a dome protecting the city for a short time, not very long, but long enough if a dragon were to encroach on the area and try to attack, they could give them enough time to rally some forces.
Cool.
He's installed large ballistas along the wall as well. Look very similar to that of the ones on the ships that you had seen, as well as ones that are at your keep. The slum area has been completely renovated. The same people live there. He didn't like kick them out. They just over these 4 years have built it up, fixed the homes, and kind of paid out of pocket the city itself to bring that up. Assassin presence is very small there at the moment. sewers have been cleared out of any infestations. It seems to be thriving. Palos is slowly starting to kind of revitalize as well. Mostly ships that have come in from harbor have kind of like began to make settlements there. The same with the Elven Islands, and your friends on the Goliath Islands have come back to somewhat of a normal life. Not building any ships, not amassing any armies. They seem just to be trying to survive and figure out what their life is going to look like here in the world that they are unaware of. Osiris has ventured further than these primordial areas, just to islands nearby. He's taken Modi with him a few times, and Gunther the rest.
Gunther.
I thought it was Reginald.
No, he took the black and white one.
Wow, he didn't have Gunther in campaign 2. That's really weird.
True.
Yeah, because he bonds with Modi more. He's just taking Gunther once in a while because he feels like he has to.
Because Modi busy hanging out with me, his bestest buddy.
They go on trips and Gunther's like, you don't have to take me, you know.
He does usually take Modi with him because Gunther is in charge of protecting the city. Modi does not. He has developed a relationship with Ithric. Not a pirate one, but one of transport. He's been able to
That's how it always starts.
teach Osiris how to sail properly, and has brought up the idea of giving him his own ship and like building him a ship of his own. So that
Interesting.
he can sail. That is in the process of these 4 years. This ship is being built. It's going to take a long time, but they're basically building him a customized ship with everything that he'll need for far travels and with speed as well as durability. If you ever gave me a symbol of the conclave, that would be on the sails.
So it's our ship.
Yeah.
I assumed he was an honorary member. He was born into it.
Isn't he a
He-
member? I thought he legally was at this point.
Well, he for sure is now because he helped us kill
That's true.
Yeah.
all those dragons.
But I thought when I had the paperwork changed, when I told them not to
Oh
scribble
yeah,
out
yeah, he
Voagris'
was written
name.
on it.
Hmm.
So yeah, he would have the symbol of the conclave on there. He seems very keen on traveling north on the ship, because through some research with Madresh as well as other beings of high intelligence, has been able to decipher where he possibly could have been from originally, based on like trade routes and things like that.
Oh. Alright.
Something wrong with that?
No.
Voagris is about to have empty nest
I'm
syndrome.
milking this Lenora Dora.
Twisted Limb. Umbin. Octavio? What is your other brother's name? I always forget it.
Quintus.
Quintus.
Quinton. Thank you. Have all become, well, Twisted Limb and Umbin are members of your guard itself and have kind of began training. And your brothers have
Were
kind
my
of...
brothers sick and hungover the next day?
Oh yeah, terrible.
Good.
For a while. I still drink though. Just a little bit. Calm their nerves.
From what?
Right. They're
No.
12.
They've taken upon the
Gotta
role.
clean my
Of,
room. Oh.
they've taken the role of training new recruits.
Who has?
Her brothers,
Damn.
with the okay of Twisted Limb and Umpin, because they've trained them up themselves.
I mean, they were in the fighting pits.
Yeah, they teach more of like just basic combat and how like how their fighting style is shield and
They'd be like 17 now, right?
yeah. At the end of this, it'd be 16.
So they're your age when we first met.
Yeah, so at the end of this, they're 16 and they're training shield and spear, while the others behind shooting an arrow. And they've kind of like taught different techniques on how to fight in different ways. That's what they are in charge of. With your guys is okay, they would become members of the Scaled Guard. So, but they would be more of like I don't want to say like a general, but like a step below, where they're actually do have some pull here, but not anything compared to you guys nor Twisted Lin and Umpin. Umpin himself has taken on a little bit more responsibility, where Twisted Limb is getting a little old. He's older than Boagrius, but you can tell he's slowed down a little bit. He's still strong and a fighter, but he's kind of like stepped back a little bit, knowing that soon he's not going to be in charge of leading the army, but perhaps just more of a tactician role.
Mm-hmm.
Does not sit well with him, and he's upset that Umpin ages so slowly.
I want you to die fast too.
The quarry has began to up and run again slowly. It's taking some time. The quarry itself was flooded, and that wave hit, killing a lot of the prisoners who were at the lower levels. No one seems to be super upset about it, but you haven't heard from your lycanthrope friends in a while. Unsure of what they are doing. I think that's most of the NPCs. So Boagrius, what have these 4 years looked like?
I think pretty much within the first year, I would have hung up the flail or the chain meteor somewhere awesome in the room or something, and just pretty much primarily focused on expanding and making Oakenfield prosperous. Not really going out on adventures, helping out in the fields when it's needed with the common folk, training Gink.
Yeah.
And she's 12.
Should be 12 at the end of this.
Give her her own little flail.
Not a wooden one.
Nope. A regular size one, obviously.
She has like gotten bigger, like strength wise too. She seems like she's probably gonna go like a fighter route. It's in her.
She's old enough to work out every day. And we're doing that.
This is why me and Marcus left.
I like teach her how to like use the flail effectively against shields and stuff.
Mhm.
'Cause, she's got to use a flail.
Yeah.
Wow.
And focus on raising Ulrich. Guess he's 5 now.
Now he's talking.
Yeah, I hope
Now
so.
he's talking.
Yeah, we got a dumb kid if he's not talking by now.
Talia comes to visit. She's like, "Hey, he's not saying anything."
Yeah.
And you're like, "He's just slow. It'll be
He goes,
fine."
"Mama, dada." That's pretty much it. He's
Hanging
been
up
pretty
the
low
adventuring
key.
life,
Well,
for the most part.
for now, he's
That's the overall.
the shit that happened with that city fucked him up a bit. So he's been
The majority of the time he's hung it up.
Yeah.
Not out seeking adventure, but if it finds him, he doesn't shy away from a fight. Okay. Sad. As of right now, Boagrius is a
farmer.
farmer.
Well, to be fair, I'm like
You're the Lord of the
overseeing
Sea,
a whole town,
Yeah.
so
which the town has flourished. It's become little bit less of a residential area. Like there's still people living there, but it's become more of a stopping area for people traveling to the Nova Shahar, and also a trade center for the surrounding villages. So they essentially travel to your town to set up maybe every couple months, like a market, and trade and do things like that. It's kind of become a focal point in that small area. It's almost like its own little kingdom. You have Oakenfield as like the capital with a bunch of small towns around it that have kind
That's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Want to restart the whole send your soldiers here and we'll train them type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any intentions of building a wall around Oakenfield?
I feel like that would
It'll take a while. It probably wouldn't be
that'd be
finished,
expensive.
but
And it would take a while.
definitely be expensive.
No.
Okay.
Maybe once I feel like the expansion has slowed or stopped eventually, but
Okay. But yeah, your town is thriving.
I'm 40.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Talia?
Mostly helping Marcus get ourselves established there. Coming back to checking on old man Boagrius, you know.
What?
Who are you? No, give me my dentures.
You're not that old.
He's an adventurer, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Marcus would have focused on, in these 4 years, attracting people to the city. And you've built a small tavern, an inn, a few small shops that are kind of like for lease. At
Yeah.
the time, like you have the building, but there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
You have a few established residents who've kind of took up farming, and a few who've slowly moved in and begin to sell some type of wares. A blacksmith has moved in. It's nothing compared to Oakenfield, even at Oakenfield's beginning,
Yeah.
but it's
Well,
slowly
we
in
started
there.
with nothing, so.
You guys still have his parents' original home,
Mm-hmm.
but he's also built a home nearby for you guys. His parents' home has become more of like a study, like his own little
Mm-hmm.
office. Has his books, things like that. If like there's like a town meeting or something, it's usually held there.
That's kind of what I figured, that it would be like a town hall
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, that's the feel of the area. It's a small town hall where people have problems. Like the whole message board is
Yeah.
up there. If someone's having an issue with this, they can say so there. Or if they need help with something, they can post it there as well. It's just kind of becoming like a common area. There's no door on it,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. Just never locked, so you can come and go as you please. You good?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Boagrius. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
She's gonna kill me.
Who's to say you're not already dead? You're old.
Boagrius.
What?
It is the eve of your 40th birthday.
What's your birthday?
May?
May 20th. Yep.
Oh.
Or also known as. Where did I write that?
That actually makes sense.
I didn't write down the actual name.
It's okay.
May 20th, you're a Taurus. Well, Boagrius is a Taurus. Makes sense.
That's what I was thinking. When
Yeah.
You've planned a
As I've been role playing him, I'm like, I really want to like portray him as a Taurus.
I knew you
know?
did.
You've planned a small birthday party. Just you, Nala, old Rick, and Ulrich.
Hmm?
Just kind of.
The only ones left.
We visit often.
Yeah. Marcus and Talia are there at least 3-4 times a week.
Yeah. We still have our bedrooms.
Yeah.
Bedroom.
Okay. Go on.
Oh my God,
You have not seen
salty.
Osiris in a while,
Yeah.
and
My firstborn.
you kind of have this like feeling.
Firstborn. Firstborn.
This is why she doesn't visit. This is why she left.
You had this feeling of like this is what Nala felt like when you were gone.
Yeah.
All those times, not knowing if you're okay.
Walking around an empty keep.
Yeah. Almost bored at some time. You're just like
For sure, yeah.
just-
I want to fight something.
you're pacing the halls. Alora's following behind, like reading off like notes and things like that have been going on, things that need to be done.
I probably am just like in regular clothes.
Oh,
I don't even have armor on because like why?
I assume you'd have
No
armor fight up
weapon?
for a while,
Yeah,
and then you
just
just
like why? I don't. This
Yeah.
is so I'm just like in like fancy clothes, no weapons.
fancy clothes or just regular clothes. You're working in the field.
Fancy for Boagrius is like gaudy
Got it.
because that's all he knows. So
She's like reading to you like
he probably
things
has like the little fluff around the cuffs and like around his. It's because he's like this is what fancy people wear, right?
you try to get Nala to wear dresses more often. She doesn't do it.
I can relate to that.
She's like reading, like expenses and things that need to be done and buildings that need to be repaired. And I just imagine you're just like pacing the halls, like half-ass listening to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that. It's more of she's reading it for herself out loud. Because she's still the one who takes care of the day-to-day financials and things like that.
God, he's 40.
So
are you having a midlife crisis
Yes.
for Boagrius?
Yes.
you wake up the day of your birthday. You go to get out of bed and you can feel it. Like you kind of like you stretch a little bit. And you're like, okay. You sit.
That just means I gotta work out harder.
You sit there on the edge of your bed and just look up at the flail. It's not dusty because you clean it off, but you just kind of look there and you take a few moments to kind of reminisce.
I look up and flick a piece of skull. Oh, must have missed that. Pick it up off the ground. I'm role playing here. Hey! Stop it. Enough. It's probably just a dog walking by. I wonder what I killed. I wonder where this is from. Flick it. Oh, old Rick will get it.
You sit there and you reminisce on what started your journey.
Trying to
Was?
find something beautiful.
Do you feel like you've accomplished that as you sit here on your 40th birthday?
Yeah. Don't have to fight. It's been relatively peaceful. I have sent people on the right paths. Young people. On paths, I guess.
Talia and Marcus left and are just druggies now.
Just like, yeah, we're making a town.
Yeah.
You live in the slums of
We're
Nova
strung
Shahar.
out.
We gotta clean up for today. We're going over there. Just give me one more hit, man.
Right.
No. You like got patches of hair missing. Work real hard.
I got a disguise kit. And you're old, your eyes are bad.
So you sit there.
We come over all, hey.
All skinny and like gaunt, shaky.
Right, I do imagine us like this. For some reason.
How the
Just
X is
hands
just
all
like
live here.
rolling in the money.
So you sit there and admiring what you've accomplished and knowing that you don't have to pick up the flail anymore, but you still can.
Of course.
You still can.
Yeah. You could kill a dragon.
You go up and take it off its mantle, light it up for old time's sakes, and it takes a little bit, but it lights up. The runes are dusty.
It goes,
You just have to. It's not so much that it's not lit up. It's just
I'm doing it wrong.
You have to find your
My
hand
muscle
place.
memory is
yeah.
not-
You have to like you put
Yeah.
your hands on. And you're like, wait, no, it's not. It's
Mhm.
it's like this. And the flail lights up, and you stand there, and look at its flame, and think about all those people you've killed and creatures, and people you saved, as well. You start to hear a noise from downstairs.
Throw open the door, flail lit, and I rush downstairs.
You burst into the great hall.
Lower stairs!
There's Spiral too. You take a moment, catch your breath, and you can hear some type of commotion going on in the Great Hall.
I'm just gonna fucking run, kick open the door.
Yes.
Roar!
You see your friends and family waiting for a celebration of Boagrius' 40th birthday.
It's like Ulrich starts crying.
Very much so. Because I imagine you enter a rage before kicking in this
I
door.
was like, not today, bad guys.
Ulrich goes over and is now the same size as Ulrich.
Well, that's good.
And it's like, it's okay. You see Madresh, Osiris, Modi, Talia, Marcus. Everybody that you can. Ashu is there as well.
What are you all doing here?
Kind of like look at you and see.
It's your birthday.
Oh. Yeah.
Madresh says, I know when I turned 40, it was a big deal.
That was like a millennia ago.
Now I'm 4,000, and I still feel great.
Right?
Yeah, he looks great for his age.
Fucking dragons. It's the first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like in your pajamas still.
Put out the flail and.
I imagine you have like a sleep cap too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, all the fancy people do. So I have to. I hold out the flail, just expecting old Rick to come and grab it.
Old Rick runs over and grabs it, just a little bit, and starts dragging it back up the stairs.
That's his job.
You hear Femo's like, clunk, 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 as it's hitting every stair. Osiris says, I'll help him. Yeah. Osiris himself has gotten quite large.
Yes.
He's focused more on fighting as opposed to the barbarian path. But he's big.
Good.
He's like prime Boagrius. Strong.
So now, how I am now.
I was like, goo,
Yeah.
prime Boagrius.
Yeah.
I could. He walks by and is just like, I could take you any day, kid.
As he walks by and you say that to him,
Yeah.
kind of like puts his hands on your shoulder and says, I'd go easy on you. And then takes your cap off your balding head.
I'm already bald. Fuck you. I'm bald by choice.
He does take your hat off though.
Huh.
And puts it on himself as he walks up the stairs.
Well, I wasn't expecting this. Hi, everyone.
Nala comes up to you and she kind of like is like facing you and just whispers in your ear and says, maybe you should put some pants on.
I'll be back. We'll go run upstairs.
All right.
Put a fancy.
You meet
Coat
up
on.
with halfway Ulrich.
I'm gonna grab the flail.
You meet up to Osiris first because Osiris is like, Old Rick, just let me have the flail.
Old Rick.
And Old Rick says, I got it. He's like, just let me help. And you meet up to that, and Osiris now is like holding the actual flail part up as Old Rick is just
So
carrying
it's
it.
not.
Yeah. You can see like the chunks of the stair that have like every time he carries this thing up to him.
It's like a path.
Yeah. And they hang the flail back up. Old Rick could not have gotten up there. Osiris hangs it up.
That's what they got stepladder for.
And says, when you put some pants on, come on down. We have presents.
That's the plan.
Please put some pants on. And goes downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a fancy ass. I'm gonna put my blue coat, my
Gator skin boots.
gator skin boots,
They
my
still
blue
fit?
top hat. Do they still fit? What do I gotta roll? I'm
Roll
rolling
me
a
a d20.
19.
They still
Oh,
fit.
all right.
You squeeze a little bit. You haven't worn them in a long time.
Getting
But they
stronger, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
All right. Very similar to all of your other celebrations. This would be just before like the 4 years is up, because the way months work.
The way months work.
Yeah. So it's maybe 4 months before the actual 4-year mark.
Okay.
Anyways. But you have a celebration of Boagrius' life. Tales and stories are told. Osiris. Go ahead.
I definitely get drunk and arm wrestle Osiris.
Okay, we'll get to that. Osiris brings you an etching, a scroll, and unfolds it, and it's that of a ship. And he says, I had this made for you.
A ship? Whoa. Really? What am I gonna...
Ethric said he'd take you sailing sometime.
Where is it?
It's currently in the quarry. This is the closest, largest harbor. It's not very big. And he pulls out another scroll and rolls it out, and it's the ship that he's built for himself.
Oh, wow.
Yours is meant for travel around the coastal areas.
Yeah. Thanks. I've never had a ship before. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me know when you arm wrestle. And kind of just walks away. Anything else you guys want to do at this birthday party? Besides arm wrestling?
I'm definitely arm wrestling that game.
Okay. Let's do some rolls. You gonna rage every time?
We'll see.
Give me athletics.
Well, are you drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends on...
Roll me a Constitution saving throw first.
22.
You're able to, so you can use your athletics. Osiris got 22.
23.
Ooh. Okay. He's out. 23.
13.
Back to the middle.
23.
23. 31.
24.
Roll a natural 20. Your arm goes down 2 spots. So it's 1, 2. This is for...
I'm gonna rage. 26.
26. Roll a 15.
I'm raging again.
Yeah. 15.
19.
Bring it back up 1 spot. He's gonna rage once. 28.
28.
Damn, what the fuck?
He's not gonna rage. 30.
25.
Brings you down. Last one. He's gonna rage.
I'm gonna rage too. I got 2 more.
26.
29. Oh, 19.
You can feel your arm getting close to the table. And you push back, and Osiris's arm slams on the table.
Do I know he let me win?
Give me an insight check. Disadvantage because you're drunk.
Damn, it would have been a natural 20. It would have been, though.
Yeah. Insight. That's 17. God.
Performance, I'd say. Okay. 17?
Mm-hmm.
You're just as strong as the day you...
Oh, I knew I'd get you.
You could, like, feel your knuckle, like, just barely touch the wood, and it's like, you're like, and then you brought him back.
Still got it.
He stands up, and he says, well, enjoy your ship, old man.
Maybe one day you'll be able to beat your old man. Not this day. Maybe in 10 more years you can give it another shot.
Super red.
What?
You sound like super, like, just...
You know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Strong. Somebody redeemed peasant boy.
Yep, someone redeemed Peasant Kitchen.
Peasant Kitchen. What the
It's
fuck?
different at the Tales.
Varioth tried to redeem that when I was streaming on Wednesday, and I was like, he's not home. I can't do it.
You know,
Yes,
Osiris let him win.
absolutely. I watched the whole
Yeah.
thing. Osiris told me beforehand he doesn't
Yeah.
let him win. Do you have a bottle opener? Those are not twist offs.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about.
Let's see.
Because I bet that's what he's scrambling for.
Oh, he opened them.
Oh, if he found a fork or a spoon, he probably could do it.
Oh, he's got it. They have a little faith, you know. What a man. Oof. Mm.
Tails would be called. Thank you, sir. So,
So,
anything else you guys want to do?
how awesome is Ulrich?
Ulrich?
Yeah.
He's 5.
I mean, he's probably at least
Roll me a
mentioned-
d4. I have 4 personality types in my head right now.
Whoop.
As a 5-year-old.
2.
It's kind of a brat.
Oh.
But you don't see it.
Yeah, he's
He's a
perfect
good kid.
little kid. Yeah.
But he's definitely like a little shithead right now.
Silver spoon complex.
Yeah. He's also only 5,
Yeah.
so.
He's almost old enough to start working out with.
Damn.
5?
It's a joke.
Oh boy, he just has a really bad cough now.
Yeah.
So. Anything else you guys want to do this party?
Not at this part.
Nope.
Excuse me, Sherlock.
Ooh.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Another event that transpires a few days after this. It's a sad day.
Saturday.
Fucking Sherlock.
It's the passing of old Rick.
Killed him in a cutscene?
How dare you! You will never die. He's a
I
gnome.
want to see the outrage. That man still has like 200 years.
Exactly. This motherfucker just tried to kill old
He
Rick.
did!
I hope you guys are attached to an NPC that was made up because I misheard what you said.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of NPC.
A few days do go by, and Marcus has a conversation with Utalion. Cryptically at the table, he says,
Do you want me to leave?
"Sure. Goodbye.
See ya.
You better not have the volume on."
I don't got it on. Why would I volunteer to leave if I was just going to listen anyways?
Boot him from the chat.
Yeah. He says, I assume you had this discussion already. When do you think we should tell Boagrius?
Well, I guess soon. I assume we would have the wedding here.
Wolfwater?
The keep.
The keep. Okay. It was a few days. I wasn't sure like, when you were having.
I assume we were still there.
That's you guys are back and forth so much that you can be in one place or the other pretty easily.
Fair.
This is well, perhaps in a couple months we'll have to find a date. May, June, July, August. September? It'd be like around September. Be the end of the 4 years. Unless there's a different month that Talia would prefer. Really,
Maybe-
you can pick any month
Besides what?
like April or May.
Well, yeah.
Because then Boyer's gonna be 41.
I think August, just because it'll still be warm. I don't want to have bad weather.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I want to make sure we were on the same page for that conversation. Joe!
Joe! Come back.
I just typed in the chat return.
Book will return.
Return.
Run.
Run.
You guys,
I heard everything.
that's fine.
Just kidding.
At a family dinner, which you have every once in a while. Osiris is not
Every week.
Yeah.
present. Osiris is not present for this one.
Again.
You always had a place for him.
Mm-hmm.
Ulrich is currently...
And Gregor.
And
I still have a place for Gregor too.
Ulrich is throwing food around everywhere.
And now for Moulin.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I didn't hear anything from Mulan.
Oh yeah. I have tattoos now. For Gregor and Moulin. You're not dead yet, alright?
Callie flips over the table when she sees it.
What do these tattoos look like?
Ugh.
Like prison tattoos, I bet. Fucking terrible.
The one for Gregor is kind of like a orcish tribal symbols.
Okay.
Not like tribal as in like bro-y tribal, but like orc tribes.
Yeah.
And then there's like a dragon that kind of like wraps around my arm to the top of the forearm where Moulin's head is right there.
Pre-dust.
Yeah, it's not just a pile of dust on my arm. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
Right? Or when you die, I'll have a...
It's gonna add a... He's
What if you
he's gonna add a black cat to his arm because he's racist.
How's that racist?
It's like a black house cat.
Oh. Yeah, give you some little catnip and a little yarn ball to play with. Immortalized.
He thinks he's gonna live longer than you.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She's a drug user, so she's probably got
This is
LAX
why.
over all the weekends.
This
just
is
like,
why.
You guys are enjoying your nice meal. A pot roast.
After that conversation, I look at Marcus and I go, let's go home.
yeah, because that actually
He
happened.
says, okay. It's kind of become quiet. Everyone's kind of waiting. Marcus lays like looking over to you, Talia. Gives you a look of like, okay,
How far along is this in the timeline?
closer. It's actually your birthday, so it's like close to the end of the 4 years.
Mhm.
Osiris says, Boagrius.
Osiris?
Oh, sorry.
He's here!
Marcus. You
My
think
firstborn!
you think you hear him. You look at the door excited, and it's just old Rick walking in.
I thought you died.
He's so drunk right now. Not yet.
Still putting it to Nala. You want another kid, don't you?
That's why they make you sleep at the end of the bed.
Mm-hmm. I gotta massage old Rick's feet when he's done.
He's so tiny. She's so large.
Yep. That's right. Crawl right in there.
Oh my god.
Like a tauntaun. Anyways. Anyways.
Immersion ruined.
I'm so much
No, you're more immersed now that you know exactly what happens.
It was more fun when I had to imagine.
So, Marcus, look at you. It says,
You need to put some pants on.
do you
I'm just a senile old man who never wears pants.
Do you think it'd be possible for us to use the keep in a few months? The courtyard, to be specific.
We're not asking. I'm part of the conclave.
I just wasn't sure if he had plans. He does live here all the time. I want to make sure he's wearing pants that day.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'd like to have a celebration, if possible.
What are we celebrating?
Kind of looks over at Talia.
You made me say
He says, no, he just looks at you,
it. Mm-hmm.
wishing you would, knowing you're not. And he says, we're gonna get married. 2 of your kids are getting married.
Well, it's about time.
Wow.
What are you, like 24 now? You are.
Yeah.
Of course.
22.
You guys have been together for like 7 years. I'm old, alright?
Miracle's never your strong suit.
That's why I'm a barbarian.
I was like 7 years. That would make me 15. We didn't even play when I was 15.
They've been together for 6 years. 5.
Probably 5.
Well, no. 5. This would be 4 in total. Plus the year prior. Be 5. You guys were together a little bit before. It'd probably about 6 years. Roughly. A little bit less. A little bit more. I don't know. He says, great. You're gonna have it. Pick a day, Felicia.
August 10th.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Lord. Sunwane. That's August. That's like 4 months. Great. Alright. We should probably start planning that. He kind of goes back to nervously eating. He's like shaking the entire time. He's very scared of you, Boagrius.
Why are you shaking?
He's intimidating.
Since when?
At some point, I
feel
want to
like he's
I want
gonna
to pull
snap at
Marcus
some
aside.
time.
I'm gonna go. Get it? It snapped. I want to pull Marcus aside at some point after we get done eating or whatever.
That's not a dad joke.
Well, you know.
Okay.
So, taking a big plunge, eh?
I'm gonna eavesdrop.
Of course.
You can read lips.
Yeah. You probably just radar.
Yeah.
You hear everything that's going on in the keep.
Ooh, that's a blessing and a curse, let me tell you. Old
just
Rick is
close
loud.
Just close them.
You know what you're getting into. This is a big commitment.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
Seems like it's fared well for you, and he kind of taps your belly.
And Tally comes up.
Bolt to the back of the head.
Sneak attack,
Yep.
advantage, auto
I
crit.
don't have any armor on.
Yeah.
I'm slow and fat now, apparently. I mean, yeah, you guys have been living together for the last few years, right? So you know how she is.
Been living together before we were together,
Yeah.
but you know, whatever.
I didn't know that.
It's
When
Sinky.
he was traveling with us and stuff.
But that doesn't count. It's
Why
living
not?
together.
She pees, door open.
Rude. Do you have like a toilet and a little litter box?
Racist. Wouldn't even be mad.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Just know what you're getting into. She's
You make it sound horrible.
no, just it's
Oh, yeah, you hear all this.
I'm waiting.
it's a big commitment. But I'm sure you know all about it already.
What are you getting at?
I'm just, you're young.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to make sure you are aware of this is forever. That's it. And if you can handle that, then perfect. It's good for you.
Thank you.
In the past, she's been a bad influence on you. Right? I know. She told me that you did drugs. I didn't believe her at first.
I definitely did drugs.
I know. Just don't let her bully you around, alright?
So you're worried about me.
Yeah.
I'm more afraid of you than I am of her.
Well, I'm not. Why are you afraid of me?
Make me work out.
It's for your own good.
It's been nice not living here.
Oh.
I don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning to work out.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for you. Congrats.
Gives you an awkward hug. He pinches your belly.
I'm gonna break his neck.
You definitely did.
Go back and play with Ulrich some more. You still love me.
He spits in your face.
Is how he shows his love.
I want it to be like when you guys leave to come back, I'm right there.
No, I just don't see you.
Like, then I'll call you out. Oh, what was that?
Just having a conversation with Marcus, you know?
What did
Man
you-
to man.
What did you mean by that?
What? What do you mean?
Marcus like slowly is like backing
And I let him disappear.
away from this conversation.
I guess I can have the same conversation with you, right?
Go on then.
You're a bit older than he is, but
Not
you're
by
still
much.
pretty young. This is a commitment.
Thought you just told him it's about time. When it was at the table.
If you guys are, I mean, I gotta, you know, play the gracious host and all that, but I just want to make sure that you guys know what you're getting into. It's a forever thing.
That's what marriage is.
Yeah. Just want to make sure you know that. And you guys are both aware. I just feel like it's something I have to do, alright?
It's just really interesting coming from someone who got married and then knew he was dying the next week, but forever, right?
I had a conversation with Nala about that. I left it up to her and she agreed to it.
Just saying. It's pretty weird.
I gave her the option to not do it. She chose to.
Yeah. You're not gonna pressure me not to marry Marcus and make sure I know what I'm getting into?
Well, I want to make sure, like, he's a bit of a square.
Well, I just tries to be cool for a moment.
Hit me with the L7 weenie.
Yeah, so just, you know, I'm sure you already know that he's not going to be the most adventurous, you know. But can you do me a favor and not make him do drugs? Unless he wants
He's a
to.
grown man, he can do what he wants.
Exactly. Just don't do drugs.
Or else what?
Or else nothing. I just am asking you to please not do drugs. You don't have to listen to me. It's just something that I am asking of you.
Okay.
This 5 years went by real fast.
Yeah, it did.
No one's here anymore.
We're here literally every other day.
I guess.
We just don't sleep here. In fact, we do sleep here. It's just not every time. It's almost half and half.
That's half as much time than I usually got.
You were always running away from me anyway.
That's not true. But anyways.
Well, your firstborn baby isn't here, so how about that? Who's here now?
He's never here. He's off sailing and whatnot.
And the child you always neglected is the one that stood by your side.
I never neglected anybody. All right.
I don't see me or Osiris tattooed on you.
You're not dead.
You think that we're gonna die before you?
No, hopefully I wouldn't have to have any more tattoos.
So you don't want tattoos of us.
You know what? I'm going to town. I'm gonna get children's sleeves.
Easily done. What's Talia's tattoo look like?
Oh God. Jesus, I don't know.
It's on the spot. You gotta tell the guy what you want.
No one said you had to go into town right now.
It's happening. Just kidding. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna walk in there, realize I got nothing, and I'm gonna walk right back out.
All right. Okay. A few months go by, and we have a wedding. We have your normal attendees, as well as not Randar, but a member of the Lycanthrope community.
About to have a red wedding.
Very well dressed. It's an orcish man. He doesn't say much, just there to pay his respects and be there. You have underneath that, if you guys remember the 4 pillars that kind of made up like a square in your courtyard. You know, we just cast dancing lights, all that fun magic stuff. And Marcus finally gets Talia to marry him.
Wow, you say it like he's been asking so many
He asked
times.
one time and she was like, no.
He didn't ask. He.
Wow.
It was. I don't remember what happened.
found it.
We had almost died. And then he was all like, well, you know, we almost died. And she was like, we're like children still.
What a fucking loser. Just kidding.
At the reception, you guys get drunker than usual. Do we need to roll, or are we just getting like shit-faced drunk?
We're just shit-faced drunk.
Got it.
It's my wedding.
Okay. Marcus is getting shit-faced drunk too. Helix is there.
I was gonna say, is Helix
Oh
there?
yeah, Helix is there.
I was going to say, he's invited.
Oh, he's definitely there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes!
yeah.
It's about to be a good ass
Yeah.
reception.
I assume he's going around passing people drugs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or maybe
Oh, yeah,
even
yeah.
just dropping it in their drinks as...
Well, no, that's a little scummy.
No, I want him to do that.
To random people?
To
If
you.
If you... Oh, shit. If you asked him to do it, he would do it.
Yeah, I know he would.
Give me a perception check. Disadvantage.
Oh,
Drunk.
1.
Yeah.
That was actually good.
Okay. 9.
Yeah. Easy enough to lace your drink.
I'm feeling good tonight.
All right. Give me a Constitution saving throw. As the LSD drugs kick in.
I think it's 18. You get a +9. It's kind of really good for me.
It never is. You
Yeah.
always roll like
18.
shit. You start to feel weird, Belagris. Colors are brighter. Sounds are moving.
Whoa.
This is...
This was the LSD.
Yeah.
This is not Baslo's piss.
No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, you're tripping real fucking
Damn, I thought
hard
he would
right
give
now.
him the basilisk.
Fuck that.
Oh, he had a
Helix
chance.
would absolutely give him LSD.
Yeah, he has a chance to give Belagris, the guy who hates him, LSD. Even if you were to ask him for Basilisk Piss.
Oh, he would have
He would-
absolutely done LSD.
Yeah.
100%. I guess I'm just rolling around on the grass.
Okay. As you guys are all just fucking hammered and minding your own business, watching Belagris roll around the grass, and then just kind of like leaving him be to let his high go off.
The thought of this big purple demon just woo, in the grass.
Takes his pants off because
As,
that's a thing now.
as the night progresses and you get more and more hammered, still high, because they put a decent amount in there. Oh yeah.
You didn't have to sneak that in my drink.
No, that was just for you.
Oh,
Marcus takes them too.
fuck it.
It's so weird.
While everyone's having a good time, Boagris, you're like just looking up at the sky, rolling around in the grass. You start like inchworming your way around everywhere.
I can feel all the grass on my back.
Boagris disappears for a while.
Oh no.
You can still hear him, like moaning and like,
Ooh.
Try to keep an eye on him.
yeah. But you're
He's
also having a
fine.
good time. Like you
Right.
You're still in the keep, the wall keep, and all that. But in this moment that you're away from the party, Boagrius, you look up at the sky, and you see a face like peer down over you. And he just looks at you.
Whoa.
It's
I'm gonna like reach out and try and touch it.
You touch like a scaly
Ooh.
face. The dragonborn. It says. He shakes his head. Too easy. And he starts to walk away.
Bye.
I'm not next to you, so I don't know.
Yeah. There's a bronze scaled dragonborn.
So not quiz.
I think I know who it is. Kaithorth.
Oh.
And he leaves.
Too easy. Well, I'm high as fuck.
I think he was gonna try to kill you, but then since you were high, it was too
Yeah,
easy.
maybe. Drugs saved my life.
Drug saved your life. The man who killed his sister. What's a fight?
Boo hoo.
Wow.
She was beautiful.
She would have been at this
Awful.
wedding.
She would have been at this wedding.
Yeah, and we've been have a draconic overlord.
We would have been high together. She
How
could have
many
been.
drugs would it take
She
to
could
get
have
a
been
dragon
bing
high?
bing, giving
Oh,
out
wow.
wishes to people.
Shitty wishes with like drawbacks.
So you finally admit it. Muian was a shitty wish with a drawback, huh?
The drawback was the nuke. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He was amazing. Oh man.
Guys have a grand old time, and most everyone ends up where they live. Some end up on the courtyard grass.
You find some vials, various vials of drugs somewhere wrapped up with a little bow.
Oh, like
No.
filled ones?
Mm-hmm.
What a guy.
Both LSD and basilisk piss.
Single tear.
During this wedding, Midrash, who is also hammered, which takes
Goddamn.
a lot.
Yeah.
I imagine Hilax is like, do you want some?
I've taken my fair share.
Bloop, bloop,
I'll need a little bit more.
bloop, bloop.
Midrash brings up your vial that you had him
Yeah.
look at so long ago.
Yes.
You still have it.
The black goo?
You see this black goo kind of like reaching up. And
I don't know why. I think it's really cute. Like, I
Yeah.
just see little cute hands.
it's like little
Yeah.
He says, he takes it and it's like looking it over. It's like,
While he's high?
yeah.
I'm high too, so I don't care.
Yeah. Maybe we should open it. Hello, little guy.
Is Heliax there?
Yeah.
We should absolutely open it.
That's cute.
It's cute.
What's the worst that can happen?
Could be a beholder.
Takes the little cork off.
It'd be a tiny beholder.
And you see this ooze like grab onto the top of the glass.
Oh
And like slide its way down. And it's just that. It's a little pile of black pudding. And it just sits there,
I
and
love
like
pudding.
reaches its arms out and like pulls itself
Oh God.
little, like, not arms, but with
I'm gonna try to
Pseudopods?
feed it a little
Pseudopods, yeah.
snack, like a little something.
yeah.
see
You
if
set it
it
down in
eats
front of him. He like goes up to it and like he just crawls over it.
and like absorbs it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This thing starts like moving its.
You gave it 2 drops. That's too much. It's so
Oh,
small.
You're right. Oopsie.
He's gonna die now.
Does not die.
Okay.
But
That little man
there's
is
like
gonna trip
multiple.
out.
There's like multiple pseudopods just like reaching out everywhere, trying to grab onto anything. But it's a little black pudding ooze.
Well,
We give him his little vial, see if he crawls back in.
He like goes up to it, but he doesn't like go into it. I'm just like, go in, little buddy, go. He's like kind of tapping it. He's like, "Ah." You can see it does deal some damage.
Oh, it burns when you touch him.
Yeah. And he says, and he slowly like coaxes it back into the little vial, and he closes it, and you can see the little pendulum.
Now he's high in there.
that wasn't even LSD.
He's little though.
Yeah, you guys have a little black ooze. You all wake up, various degrees of hungover. Where's Boagrius at?
In the courtyard, laying in the grass,
Pants off.
pants off.
Got it. You all gather for a morning breakfast. Discuss things that have been done. Talk about the black ooze.
Heliax
Madresh is like-
there.
Huh?
Heliax is there still.
Madresh is just very much like, why did we open that?
It was your idea.
Oh. And he just sits there. Just.
Thankfully, it was nothing.
Mm.
I wonder if it's still high.
Take out the vial. It's still like freaking out.
I think it's still high.
Oh, sorry. Daddy's here. Blaggers is just like... "Ugh."
Marcus is also like, ugh. But is there anything else you guys wish to do?
Is Heliax good?
Yeah. His debt's paid.
Okay. Because I was like, would he be able to be at this
His
party?
debt's paid, and Heliax would know that a small army has been transported from the Shadowfell to the Feywild.
Okay.
Oof.
Oof.
Hemlock's working on his plan still. It's
Yeah.
been 4 years. He's making pretty good progress.
I think that's everything for now.
For now.
So, Madresh returns to Nova Shahar to continue his ruling.
Heliax would try to hitch a ride.
Gets
He
him
works there.
I was gonna say, is he still on the council?
He gives him one. Osiris did attend this party as well.
Hmm. I say,
Towards
okay.
the end of it,
Decided
when
to
everyone was
show
high,
Wow, he came at
Okay,
the
never
end.
mind. We gotta go back and roleplay that then.
he was very much like sees everybody and is like, I'm just gonna. And he sneaks up to his room to
You think I'm not gonna see that?
give him a perception check. Disadvantage.
It doesn't matter.
I was just gonna say.
I hope. I can hope.
Lowest she can roll is 23.
23.
He rolled a 19 on the die. Plus 9.
Holy shit.
Since when is he so stealthy?
He multi-classed. Took a couple stat bumps.
Huh.
Wow.
He hasn't been stealthy any of the other times we needed it.
Right?
It hasn't been 4 years.
True. Wow.
You see him.
Are you saying he's leveled up?
Yeah.
So does that mean we would have leveled up then?
Nah, he's younger than you in adventuring. You guys aren't adventuring.
That's true. I wasn't adventuring that whole time, so I've leveled up in farming and lording.
Yeah, your farming has like gone so high.
Yes.
Yeah. You can
But that
harvest
could be
the
like
shit.
nature and survival and stuff. I would say that would be leveling up.
I mean, she's got a
What were
point.
you guys?
20 or 19, I mean.
Even animal handling, if
do you
you're
want-
doing cattle and
Do you want
stuff.
to get to level 20 that way?
No, I don't want to play that way.
But
I
if
can
you're
get to level
gonna, if you're
15.
making me go against
14.
level 20 stats,
You guys didn't level up? I mean, he's not level 20.
what is he?
Hang on, I need multi-class.
He's in his prime.
15. 16.
That's still more than me.
Been adventuring. I told you guys to level up too, by the way, to 15.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure how serious you were.
I didn't think you were serious
Oh.
either. Thought you were full of shit.
Go ahead.
I'll do it later. I don't think
Yeah, it's not
gonna
gonna matter in a few moments.
I
Here.
do want to know. No, it didn't bump me.
You see him, but you're having a good time.
I want to have a good time with my brother. I'm high.
Okay, you can have a good time with your brother.
Cool.
He does not
His
get high.
brother.
He doesn't have to get high.
but he starts to drink.
She called him his brother.
There's
I've always called him my brother.
I don't remember ever hearing it. Okay.
he
When
does,
you were gone, I checked up on him, and we had a whole heart-to-heart where I was like, if you
That is
need
true. You
anything,
did.
you could check out.
Was I there?
When
Boagrius wasn't.
Boagrius died.
Yeah.
Like, was I Joe?
You had to
Yeah.
have been.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Because he
Yeah.
was, all angry and, blaming himself
You know
for
what?
your
Yeah,
death. And
Let's backtrack. I thought you guys had a nice conversation. Let's backtrack this.
yeah.
So as you guys are beginning to get high and it's starting to kick in, you do
You
see.
forgot that I had a heart-to-heart with my brother?
I thought you called me your brother.
I feel like
I remember the conversation. I just don't remember.
He even called me his sister in
He did.
Campaign 2.
Yeah. Campaign 2 did.
it's all coming together.
He as you're drinking and getting high, he does approach you without you noticing. You're passive, and you're having a good time. He doesn't scare you or anything, but he brings you up another drink, and says congratulations. And you can tell he's been traveling quite some time. He is dirty.
Holy shit! So he's 8.
The way he said that, he's 8.
That's old as hell for him.
Yeah,
he
it
grew up to adulthood in a year, 2
Yeah.
years. Damn.
This would be.
He's like,
It's very much like
congratulations.
they slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
You
age
told me
quick-
that.
Yeah,
they get
age
to
quickly,
adolescence quickly, and then
They slow down.
yeah.
But he is.
But it just hit me he was 3. His lifespan has more than doubled in this time
Yeah.
jump.
He has a fair amount of blood spattered across him.
Yikes!
Um,
Take a bath. This is a wedding.
You smell.
He says, I wanted to have a drink with you before I go clean up, and I'll return.
You're not going to hide in your room, are you?
I might. It's a lot going on out here. I'll come down. I will.
I'm going to look for you if you don't.
God, he sounds intelligent now.
I know.
Wow.
He is.
He was always dumb before.
Well,
been
he's
traveling.
sneaky now. What the fuck's this?
He's been traveling.
I like it.
Seeing stuff.
I'm glad he's not just a
Yeah.
dummy like I
Yeah,
was.
he says,
hiding meat in his pocket.
oh, there's still meat in his pockets.
It's just not.
Yeah, it's
It's-
not
it's
raw.
like
Reach in and
cured.
take some.
Instead of
You reach into his pocket and there is some cured jerky. You take
Oh,
all the
man.
jerky in that.
it's probably real fucking good too.
Yeah, it is.
Where'd you get this?
He says, an island off the coast.
Sales. It's already cooler than Boagrius.
And he says, I have gifts for you. And he starts heading upstairs to clean up.
Okay.
Because he does stink. It's pretty bad. And he
What
comes,
owlbear?
yeah. He comes back, cleaned up, just taking off his armor.
Where is Modi?
He is there. He's just kind of just sitting there looking
I'll tell you,
around.
that's a good one to ruffle up. Well, you're feeling good.
Yeah. He's probably getting old too.
Yeah.
Not super old, but
Yeah, you get it.
older.
Yeah.
Just like.
Yeah. Modi's like,
He curls up next to you and lets you just
oh.
go, roll around on him.
Lets out a couple of coos.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
Osiris comes back down and he has just various gifts from different places that he's visited, be it silks and just nice things he's acquired that he thought everyone would like. And he gives you a necklace, a little pendant. And I'm going to message you quick, Felicia. Autocorrect sucks, guys.
Especially when you're trying to type fantasy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that.
It's a small little. Anyways, it's like a little pendant almost. But he describes it as something that he found and goes into this elaborate story about a dungeon that he explored.
Oh.
I got stories too, kid.
He talks about what monster.
Monster.
I'm trying to think of what monster. A monster you fought earlier in the campaign. A skeleton minotaur that he was fighting, trapped in its labyrinth. And it kind of just keeps going, and how at the end of it he found this, obviously treasure, and
Obviously.
he talks about his sailing trips, and he talks about wanting to sail to Falcana one day.
Oh, but you will.
But he's not sure if he can get a crew willing to travel that far. But he's kind of put out feelers for different people and talked to Ithric a few times to see if any of his members would want to leave the pirate life for a short time and travel with him. He has to find a way to pay them, but
You got conclave money.
he doesn't want to spend all that though.
When the treasurer of the conclave says you got conclave money,
Yeah. He's also high.
that's true.
Okay, but this is 4 years in
Oh,
the
you guys are
future, so we're fucking
loaded.
loaded.
Yeah, we haven't been spending it as fast as we've been getting it, like we usually have.
Yeah,
in
you
our
guys,
races,
Right.
so.
you guys are loaded
We're
right now.
wealthy. You're wearing frills. Look at you.
He's not wearing them right now. His clothes have slowly come off this
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
night.
It's hot.
But as you guys are having this little heart to heart, he, after he tells all these stories, kind of like doesn't pull you aside because he doesn't want to be rude, but he sits there and talks with you and just says, that he's thankful that you stayed so close to Boagrius, and that, he looks over at him as he's like rolling around a Modi. He's like, he's a pretty lonely guy.
He always has been. That's why he's got to collect all of us.
Yeah. Kind of like looks over at him. You can tell there's like a look of sadness. Like he's sad that he's not around as often. But
He abandons his father.
Talia's like,
He deserves it though.
yeah.
Fuck him.
says, well, if you and Marcus would like, not tomorrow, because I'm sure you're not going to be feeling well. I'm going to write this down. He starts writing a note.
Oh.
Basically saying that travel to Palos sometime soon, and he can take you guys pretty much anywhere south
Wow.
just for a getaway. He has a few locations that he knows of that are a
Wow.
little bit more tropical and nice.
Sending us away on a honeymoon.
Yeah, pretty much. And he says there may be some, danger, but
Who raised this boy with such manners?
he's cultured now.
No.
Yeah. Like, well, wasn't while we were traveling.
He does say
They had
to
meat pockets.
he does say to bring your crossbow because
Of course.
islands are not always the most friendly. But he kind of like leans in for a hug, hugs you,
Mm-hmm.
squeezes you, and tells you that he's proud of you, even though he's younger than you.
That's exactly.
He
I was
says
like,
that. He says,
Okay.
you were always his favorite, and then a little bit tired of his
I fucking
squeeze.
knew it. Ever since I taught you how to shoot a crossbow, ever since I won you that thing.
And he says,
Won you that thing.
he says, I was talking about you were always Boagrius' favorite.
Wow. I don't think that's true.
It is.
Now it's not going to be fun anymore. Now she's sad and she's going to start crying. It's a bad trip immediately.
She went from I bought you this, I won you this thing, and then he says, no wait, you're getting it all wrong. You were Boagrius'
Wait, you're not my favorite.
You are his favorite. You're his sister.
Wow.
He doesn't have a sister. Doesn't have any brothers.
Hmm?
He has Ulrich, little brat.
Him
has
and
my
Marcus were
brothers.
always.
Yeah, but-
and them,
yeah.
And I guess Marcus, yeah.
They were always like a weird duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A weird duo, exactly. It was always Osiris trying to protect Marcus and make sure he wasn't.
They went adventuring
Yeah.
together.
They did.
But he's never had a sister.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's always had a sister. If you think about it.
Yeah, he's always had Marcus too, though, by that logic.
True.
But you guys have a great time. The next morning, not so much.
Yeah.
Next morning sucks. You and Marcus, is there anything that needs to be said the following day, morning, a couple days after?
I think this is when like Boyers is like leaning over on a balcony or something. When all the people are after, like the day after the wedding or something,
Yeah.
lunchtime. He looks down and Nala's holding Ulrich and Talia and
The
Marcus
cutscene for the end.
are like newlyweds. Osiris is there. Whoa, Osiris is there. The Madresh and your brothers and everybody. He's just looking.
And then it slowly pans to a bronze dragonborn off in the distance, just soon.
Okay. You see this beautiful scene. Marcus and Talia go on their adventure, whatever that entails. Return back. Go back to Wolfwater, where they begin to establish their home together as a married couple, and deciding what that means and where to go from here. You already described your cutscene
Yep.
ending. Is there anything special you want for Talia? I guess Boagri has seen this beauty in this world that he's been searching for this entire time. Is there anything that stands out to Talia?
Talia's fade to black.
Yeah. Talia's is soon.
You finally you had a family growing up, but this is a different type of family. This
Right.
isn't like you are good for us, so we'll help you out. And it's nice. You're not adventuring anymore. You're
Yeah.
not sticking to the shadows.
Not on the run anymore.
Yeah. And you feel like you finally have had for the most part, peaceful, with a few hiccups here and there during these 4 years that have transpired. But you guys get to go on and, for the time, live out your days as farmers, lords, and ladies
Until we turn into dictators.
until you turn into dictators.
Yeah, you gotta get Wolfwater big.
Yeah.
That way we can
we're
take
working.
everybody in the middle.
We're working.
We high five.
Yeah.
After we take over everything there, and then we just expand outwards.
Yeah.
It's the perfect plan.
That's why Madresh is king, right? So then he can go
Exactly.
crazy and take over everything.
That is potentially a hiccup in our plan, but
Not if Madresh is on our side.
I mean, I didn't really want to serve a king in this scenario.
Oh no, it's a three-way. We're all
Triumvirate.
yes.
Fine. Sounds good.
With that dictatorship,
Hypothetical
future, that's where we'll end this campaign for the time being. We'll pick up next week with our campaign 3.
Something new.
Level 3 characters in a world that was explored briefly.
Briefly.
But we'll definitely have some changes thrown into it.
Especially with the changes we've made.
Uh-huh.
Boyer's made it to Falcana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's
Well, in those
definitely
5 years, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely made it.
Next week.
Were you not?
Don't.
We'll yell at
No,
Talia
but
after the cameras are cut.
is it 0 or is it like we're going for it? Because I still haven't got my shit together yet.
You've got a week.
There's not enough time.
We'll discuss this in a moment.
Yes.
But
It's Mother's Day on Sunday.
anyways,
I'm busy.
we
It's one day.
will see you guys
And I work on Saturday.
in a week where we pick up campaign 3.
Bye.
Bye.